Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars Galaxy of Yeti coming to you with another round of Grand Arena Championships. We're in Season 18. This is Week 2, Round 2. We did basically drunken click ourselves into Chromium. So we've been in a very tough bracket, but we did get a little bit of a let-off. This is one of the easier or lighter accounts in this bracket. Not a bad player by any means, judging by his GAC history. But as you're going to see in the tail of the tape, it's more of a little bit where... the guy brought a knife to a gunfight because his account just can't keep up with some of the accounts that are in this bracket, which is unfortunate for him because, like I said, in his GAC history, you can see he's a pretty good player. So it's not to take anything away from him. So let's get to that tail of the tape and go have a look at what's going on with our rosters here. All right. Here we go, guys. Here's TK4. It's 6.1 to 6.1, so it's pretty even on those full GPs. Looking at top 80s, I edged him out 2.2 to 2.1, so he's rolled up. Yo, we got Elite Wolf coming in with a sub. Baker's does it indeed. Cheers to you, brother. Cheers. So looking at the relics, I've got him beat 4 to 2 on those 8s. We're even on the 7s. He's got me beat on the 6s. And then I take it down, going down here. So we got 28 to 27 there, 14 to 10 on the 4s, 30 to 5 on the 3s, and then 2 and 3 and 0 on those tier 1s and 2s. So I've got him beat there. Looking at those offensive wins, this is how closely it gets. I've got him beat by 4 offensive wins lifetime. That's pretty crazy. Lifetime for our scores is 708 I've got him there by 59,000. Undermans is where it gets kind of gnarly. I've got him beat by 220. Defensive wins, I've got him by just 60, give or take. And then banners, lifetime banners, got him by 8,000 lifetime banners. Zones cleared, I've got him by 57. And then rounds cleared, looks like we've got him beat by 26. It's like maths are not my strong suit today. Zetas, 105 to 117, so he doesn't have a ton of extra Zetas. So this is where it gets gnarly. I don't know how it's happened, but 97 to 64 on G13s. I mean, that's pretty significant. That's significant. One of those was after lock, so 96 to 64. So we've got him beat by 32 G13s at lock. I mean, that's pretty massive. The only thing I can think of is that he's just got a lot more G12s plus 5s in his G12s here, because he's got me beat like 14 to 33. So I'm just thinking like all of those are like G12 plus 5s or something like that, plus 3 or something, because he's just got a ton of GP bloat at that top end that gets him matched up against someone like me, which is kind of nuts. Looking at 6-dot mods, I've got him beat by, he's got me beat by 12. That's an interesting one. I didn't realize that. I usually don't lose on 6-dot mods. Looking at those speed 10s, I've got the lead there by 32. Speed 15s, it's really in my favor by 32 again. And then I've got 15 more plus 20s, and then 4 more plus 25s. So as you can see, it's a little bit of a lopsided engagement, but you know, that happens sometimes with these matchmaking. All right, welcome back. We got our boy, the TK4 here. He's our opponent tonight. He's got JML, he's got Slacker, he's got the Relicate on Slacker and the Relicate on his Vader. His Vader's pretty good. Oh, baby, we got Hando coming in with a party at 21. Here it comes, baby. Bring it down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't got a follow on this channel yet, go ahead and smash that follow button. Let's get you back. Let's get you back. We got a Manhattan going here tonight, so I got to tell you now, this is how we're coming in. Go ahead and get a drink going. We're going to go drinks. And we're going to go cheers. Let's get them up, ladies and gentlemen. It's for Schnickered Friday here in the Icebox. Yo, Anakin Lava Crawler. Yo, Benjamin Diab. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
You are a bold one, Benjamin Diab.
All right. Yeah, so his Vader's both really great, but there's like, I really like his modding. Obviously, he's got some decent health on him. Really good speed. Really like that. His crit damage is pretty good. I like offense more in Vader, but I'm not going to argue it. His potency is great at 98%. Damage is on the lower side, but he's using crit damage set. But he's just a little bit... Yeah, you did resub not too long ago. If we get two people dropping 100 bits, we can get a hype train. Elite Wolf is correct. And here's the thing. We did spend a couple of Sundays ago in a music studio getting the hype train song fully dialed in. So we have a studio edit hype train song ready to go. It's the original hype train that everybody loves everybody loves here. But it's now very clean and very cool. So if you haven't heard it yet, we gotta proc it to get it in. Yeah, so he's got his crit chance a little bit lower than I would like. I'm not gonna lie, that's the only fault I can find with it. Otherwise, this is a really fucking well modded Vader. Even then, 74.4 is not bad. It's just one of those where I like it like in the 80s% on crit chance, just to try to get like some overlap. But you know, I mean, I'm not trying to nitpick, but I'm just going like, that's a very well modded Vader. I just want to see a little bit more crit chance, because when I went and looked at it, I was like, that's well done. It's like, we're gonna point that out. That's a well modded Vader. Sort by speed. Oh yeah, we can do that. Well, we do have a very big speed advantage. So as you can see, I mean, all of his speeds are in the right places, but the speeds drop off quite a bit below mine. So his Darth Revan's pretty slow at 326. His Thrawn's pretty quick, because his Thrawn's going to be at like 314. So that's pretty good for a Thrawn. Hux is pretty decent. Just, yeah, 308. But as you can see, it drops off quite a lot. And when you get down to someone like Bastila Shan, it's like really slow. For me, that's really slow. I understand it's not really slow for everybody, but 293 is pretty damn slow on a Bastila Shan. She's kind of one of those ones that needs to be going pretty damn quick. Other than that, you know, like I said, his modding's pretty decent across the board. Tenacity Malak, yeah. Does he have the crit avoid on it? Nope, no crit avoid. And we actually need to check this one. You got food right waiting for you? Roger that, Anakin. Yeah, only 280. Good. So that's a question I needed to check anyway on the Padme speed. So let's go ahead and get back in here and have a little look-see at what's going on. So I'm going to tell you guys about the defense and what I set. So when I was looking at his GAC history, I kind of realized that eating Buffalo Wild Wings now, GAC and food is your gig. Roger that, Elite Wolf. I do like me some wings. One thing I noticed is that he's going to run out of teams unless he's gone really heavy on offense. So I didn't get too over-pressured by it. He's got a Relic Traya, but the rest of his trio aren't Relic. So that's something I left for him is up here to make a choice where he wants to use Traya, if he wants to try to Padme one. I have a really super fast Hoth Rebel Scout. So unless he's bringing a really, I think his troopers tie my Hoth Rebel Scout. So if the tie happens and it rolls to the Hoth Rebel Scout, his troopers can lose there. Ando, Jojo Beast, we're in a different channel. I don't know what question you asked, Ando, but I could probably answer it for you if you ask me. Yeah, so we do have a silly fast Hoth Rebel Scout, and that's gonna tie his troopers. So if he rolls that dice, it could go my way. Oh, we got a gifted sub going out to Daishi from Kellenvor, getting us up there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are... Elite Wolf got his sub 7 minutes ago. Oh, damn it. We were almost one away from a hype train, but we nearly got it. We need a sub or 100 bits from 2 other people, and then we've got a hype train, ladies and gentlemen. If we get one more, if we get 100 biddies from somebody, then Elite Wolf will do 100 bits, and we got a hype train, ladies and gentlemen. You can hear the hype train song. It's a great activity here in the Icebox. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, so we did set our bugs as well. Our bugs aren't anything great, but they also are better than, like I said, what his Traya can really handle effectively without bringing extra characters. So that was a place where he could lose some banners, so that's something I brought him there. Also, if it draws like his Padme, but he set his Padme on defense, that was something I thought of as well. We set our Grievous. He doesn't really have a good way of dealing with Grievous. He sometimes uses Revan, he sometimes uses Gas, he sometimes uses his Slacker solo. Your early game, your best combo is Empire Team. Your current Empire lineup is a Palps in the front because of the leader ability, then Vader, then Tarkin, then Shore Trooper, and you always use Boba because he's good at the early stages, or Stormtrooper. Oh, we got Schmuck dropping 71. Oh man, we need 29 more from Schmuck to get the 100. It's 100. But thank you so much for those biddies, Schmuck. Do appreciate it, brother. Yeah, so you'll either use Boba because he's really good at early stages Stormtrooper for max Empire buffs. So Jojo, I don't see a question in that though. That's your best combo for like arena. I mean, Palp is a great arena start. I don't see an issue with that. This is another one. So I left my Darth Revan here right in front because here's the thing. I went through 4 months. We got 29 biddies coming in from Schmuck. That should get us ready. That should get us ready. Our 31 biddies coming in. So if we get 100 more biddies coming in from Elite Wolf, I believe we've got a hype train coming in. There it is. We got 200 biddies coming in for strategy. There we go. That should have propped the hype train. I think it's because you dropped him in one, Schmuck. It didn't work. Damn it. There's 100 biddies coming from Kalimvor. Taking us up there. Where's that? Where we need? Daishi drops 100 biddies, and there it is. There it is. All right. Thank you, Daishi. Thank you, Kalimvor, dropping those biddies. We got Schmucky coming in with more biddies. Got 49 bits. Let me get the hype train song going for you guys. Here we go, baby. Chew, motherfucking chew, indeed. Let me get the screen going here. Here's the studio. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, here, if we get to a level 5 hype train, if we get up to 100%, we're going to do shots, but I'll take it down to just getting to level 5. Here are the biddies coming.
Give subscriptions now. Baby, this time there's no retreat, there's no surrender. A big hype is arising. Train thunders down the tracks, feeding the flames with bits on the edge of fury.
That's right, baby. Out of time, don't you dare run out of time. Get this hype train hitting a level 5 tonight.
Girl, we need some pitties if we're gonna show our love for SWGOYETI. We need some pitties.
Oh, we got a sub coming over to Nightmare from Elite Wolf. Elite Wolf dropping in. Thank you, Schmuck. I do appreciate all those biddies, man. Thank you so much, man. To believe in. We're at 99%. So, Jojo Beast. Both of those are going to fall a fair amount in the arena because they're both very counterable. We got another gifted sub going to Schmuck from Elite Wolf. Taking up to 65 of the channel. The level rise again.
Fighting for 5 with bits and subs that you are dealing.
Another gifted sub coming from Elite Wolf. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. 66 subs.
If we're gonna show our love for SWGOYETI, we need some pitties. If we wanna
I thought I had one for you. No, I guess I don't. I thought I had a Nightbot for you, Elite Wolf. To believe in burning hearts and a brand new feeling. BTs.
If we're gonna show our love for SWGOYETI.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you here. It's normally there's a clashing with Grid, and I know you're usually over there.
The Yeti stands alone
When all is said and done.
the other streams.
You'll DM a 9-sec vid if you want it. Yeah, sure, man. I'll have a look see at it when I'm done live. Yo, Rula Deuce, how's it going? Welcome to the Icebox. We got a hype train going, baby.
Hitting a level 5 tonight. We need some biddies.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing I like more than some nice biddies. Some really lovely, lovely biddies.
Biddies, if we're gonna show our love for SWGOYETI. Oh, biddies, if we wanna show our love to Yeti here. We need some biddies.
I'm gonna tell you about it. It's been a long time since I've seen some biddies.
We need a living passion to believe in. Burning
There's your magic hand
and a
thingy.
brand new feeling.
Biddies.
If we're gonna show our love for SWGOYETI. SWGOYETI.
Swiggle Yeti. Yo, Jojo Beast, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you for the follow. So Jojo Beast, depending on gear levels, whichever one has the most gear levels is what I'd probably use to climb, but I'd be willing to switch between the two of them based on whatever opponents are there. Like, Shock T clones are going to be able to... you can read the DM, but it's 9 seconds of you being stupid. Roger that, roger that. I will do, I will do. Let's close that out. Let's get back into the emulator. Let's get back to our strategery. Let's get a... Oh! It's May the 4th you recorded it. I'm gonna show this actually. I think you're about to be on screen there, Elite Wolf. Let me unlock that so I can stretch it.
Well, I know that Elite Wolf has entered the room.
There we go. We got Elite Wolf coming in, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Let's get the royalty-free stuff back and let's get going here. All right, so getting back to this. You were having fun, did like 3 or 4? Nice. So yeah, so I left my Darth Revan here because he doesn't really have a good way of dealing with it. So he's either going to have to use his General Skywalker, which is not good, one of his Galactic Legends, which I think is not a terrible spend, but it's a spend that I'd be happy with. And that's going to cause him another problem. So these bounty hunters are faster than anything he's got by a lot. So with the exception of his Galactic Legends, of course. So he's going to have to use something very good on the bounty hunters. Probably his CLS. I know he likes to try sometimes to Vader these, but I will be in front of all of his Empire composites, so there's no way he's going to be ahead of my bounty hunters moving, which should be sudden death. So this is going to cause him one of those weird decisions where he has to use something he doesn't want to use against my bounty hunters, and that's a big win for me because that's going to pull a really good team. And then the Darth Revan, once again, I don't know what he's going to use there, but it's going to have to be either his General Skywalker or one of his Galactic Legends. I just don't see anything else he's got on offense doing the job there. So I think that's going to do it. Guys, we got 20 seconds left in this hype train. We're at 55% of level 2. Thank you for everybody give those bits and subs. Let me give some shout outs going over here. We got those gifted subs coming out from Elite Wolf. Thank you so much, brother. It's good to have you back here in the icebox where you belong, man. We had some beautiful biddies coming in from Schmuck, dropping those biddies, pulling his shirt up, getting those biddies out. Daishi getting the biddies out to get us going there. Thank you so much for that, Daishi. Kellen Vord with the gifted sub and bits to get us moving. And of course, we had, let's see, we had another sub coming in from somewhere. I missed it. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. You usually use him for a JML counter. Yeah, but it also depends, like, if your opponent has the JML and stuff. Yeah, so we did do some good work there. Let's go look at his defense. He split up his first order in kind of an interesting way, trying to stretch out his first order into 2 teams. What this tells me is that if he has his slacker in the back, which I don't think he does, then he's got it basically with some other team, because there's no other real first order that he can put his Supreme Leader Kylo with. So his game plan going forward might have been to do a slacker solo on a Grievous, which is okay. I don't really have a problem with him doing that because that means he can't kill some of the better teams that I've got on defense with his slacker. But as you can see, we got both taunts, we got both of the premium marquees, and then we've got pretty much the other turn meter gain guy. This is kind of a head scratcher for me in the sense that I don't see his Supreme Leader Kylo here. I don't like the idea of taking just a soloed Supreme Leader Kylo on offense. And both of these teams are pretty beatable. You know, like they're not ridiculously difficult to take down. So I mean this one, if he had set Hux in here, if he'd done like one premium first order team and then like a shitty Phasma team, that would have probably worked better because it would have forced me to put a better team on that one to kill it, right? So if he had gone with Hux and first order Stormtrooper there and then he just loaded up the crap with Phasma, that would actually work better because there's a better chance I'm losing banners on both battles, basically, whereas, and using a more premium team, being forced to use a more premium team on crew. Whereas I could have, now I can just gotta go, okay, well, I can use 2 medium teams and take them down and probably get, you know, 57-ish plus on both of them. So I get the idea, but I don't think it works as well as he thinks it does. Down here we got a Bugs team. Not the craziest Bugs, but he does have a Relic Spy, so that's something to be aware of. Then down here he did set his Padme, so that's a team he doesn't have an offense. Normally this guy takes his Darth Revan, his Jedi Revan, his gas. Normally he has Padme, he has like his troopers, he has all that kind of stuff, and he usually takes at least 1 GL on offense. So we kind of have an idea that his Slacker is on offense, but at the same time, we've got some pretty straightforward counters to these. The idea in my head that I was trying to work around was, do I use my Sith Eternal Emperor with and solo this for 62 banners, or do I save my Sith Eternal and then possibly solo this with Sith Eternal later for 62 banners if there's nothing in the back that needs it. Like, he sometimes will set a JML, so if he set a JML team in the back, I don't have my Darth Revan, so I could use my JML on it with like JKR, but that option's going to be taken from me by Grievous here. So if I'm spending, if I spend my JKR on Grievous, which is a pretty easy choice to make because it's a very good counter against Grievous, and his Grievous is not bad. I'm going to show you what we're talking about here. Yeah, so my Night Sisters are not available. They're not on D, but I did use some of their characters. So we've got 144,000, and he's pretty quick at 214. For Grievous, that's pretty quick. He doesn't have a crit avoid. He went with speed, which I don't agree with. Well, no, that's not bad. Actually, on Magna, that's fine. But it's 176,000, so it's a decent Magna. We've got offense over here, and I guess mixed with offense and offense. Roger that. Slacker Night Sister team. Something like that, schmuck. But it's not very fast. It's only at 260. His offense is very, very good, though, at 9,500. Coming down here, he didn't put the crit avoid. This is where I have a problem with. Okay, so B2 Super Battle Droid should have a crit avoid arrow, and he should be tenacious. You need tenacity on your B2 Super Battle Droid. You do need some potency as well, but you don't need speed. That's the one thing this character does not need. He doesn't need any speed. He needs basically potency and tenacity. That's what really is going to keep him up, and that crit avoid arrow to make him a little bit sturdier. So right now, he's not super thick, and this all works in our favor. So here's the thing. He put that speed arrow on, but it only gives him 33 speed overall. What's the fucking point? Like, what's the fucking point of that? Can anybody answer me that question? I think, you know, a crit avoid there and making him 30 speed slower doesn't fucking change anything, except for makes him harder to kill. And if he's tenacious as well, then you can't stun him. You can't fuck with him. He can't get ability blocked. He's gonna keep doing his thing. It's always weird because I always see poorly modded B2s and I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's elementary, dear Watson. So here we go. We've got his Newt Gunray here. His Newt's pretty soft and not super fast, but it's a G12 Newt, so this is here just to die and cause an AOE. So that's something we got to be really careful of with that. He's got his Padme team up here. Once again, I was saying, ooh, crit chance on Anakin. Don't like that. But he's got pretty good potency actually. So, you know, fair play to him on that. 90 speed, low on the health. I think he should have more health. Potency's very good. Got no problems with that. Damage is pretty good. I don't really have too much problems with the damage. Crit chance. The problem with crit chance is if someone wants to Malak solo this, they can. Even because you get a really tenacious Malak in there, Anakin's going to miss every other turn because every time he attacks, he's going to crit. I don't like crit chance on Anakin. I just don't. Especially if you're going to leave your Padme on defense or you're ever going to ask your Padme to take out a Darth Revan. I think that's a mistake. That said, it's not a terrible Anakin. It's decent. Once again, he's going crit chance on his Ahsoka. Once again, he's making it a little bit easier for Malik to control this team. Even my Relic 4 Malik, I would go like Malik and Watt would take this team down 100% of the time. 100% of the time. These guys would be stuck feared all the time. Ahsoka with a 95% crit chance. And we know how fast Padme is. 280. Yeah. Okay. So we got a decision to make. I'm going to show you guys what I got on offense, and we're going to make a decision on what we got to do here, because this is kind of a pivot team. This is sort of what are we going to use with the fact that we don't see a Supreme Leader Kylo with his 2 First Order teams. Makes me think, I'm almost positive that in the back wall is going to be either CLS and JML, or CLS and like a shitty Night Sisters team, or basically 2 shitty, like his shitty Night Sister team and like a shitty Mothma team. I think there might be cheese back there. So that's where we're working right now. And because of that, that brings up an interesting question. So like, what do we use on Padme? Because we don't want to spend our CLS here. That's really clear. Because if he does have a CLS in the back, the best way to kill that CLS team is a mirror. Because I can do like 58, 59 banners if I mirror it. Because my Han is just God modded. Like I have a ridiculously fast Han with a crit damage set. So we do have our Sith Eternal. We've got JML. We've got CLS, JKR. We've got our Traya. We've got a kind of like Empire mishmash. You know, usually we break off Vader and whatever, do whatever we got to do. We've got our troopers. We've got JTR. We've got a Padme team of our own. And we've got a crew team and then our nest. So we've got 10 pretty good options. My nest isn't good enough to take down this Padme. Specifically, it's not Relic 7. And their Anakin has 113% potency. You don't really want to fuck around with that too much. Like R2-D2 is going to give him some extra potency, so we don't want to use Nest there. That's just not happening. That's just a risk we don't need to take. So the real options are, if we Jedi Revenant, then it becomes, we will lose more banners by running Padme at this Grievous rather than a Jedi Revan team. So if we Jedi Revan this Grievous, we should get 57 plus. Ish. We're definitely going to get 55 or less if we run Padme there, so I don't like that trade-off very much. Right here, I'm thinking maybe Sith Trio with Thrawn and Sith Empire Trooper. I'm thinking that's the move. They're not very fast. So we're going to be able to get our Thrawn in front of it, and we're going to be able to work from there. The other option is I can do a Sith Eternal solo for 62. I kind of want to keep Sith Eternal for the back wall, though. So that's kind of a weird one, because I kind of have a feeling he's either attacked with both of his Galactic Legends, which is super, super possible. He'll go and solo Grievous with his Slacker, and then he'll go from there. Because interestingly enough, Slacker can fail a solo on Darth Revan, so we don't think that's happening. But well, yeah, he would probably have to use something else with that. So yeah, I'm thinking we do the Sith trio here. So we'll pass turn meter to Traya, isolate Padme, fracture Kenobi, and then work on this motherfucker. That's what I'm thinking. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get that first battle out of the way. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to pass turn meter to Traya. Treya's going to isolate Padme. We're going to give it over to our boy. All right, there's the open. We're going to fracture on this guy over here. There's the open from Anakin. Now we pull all their fun little buffs off. Thank you. We're going to go for some increased cooldowns. We only got 2. That's lame. do an AoE. Let's try to get an ability block on this dickhead. There it is. Alright. Okie dokie. Anybody got a buff? No. So we're just basic over there. We'll just go with our hit there, get some protection back. No ability blocks, so we'll just basic on Anakin. Alright. We'll just do a basic on Anakin, get that daze. Probably should have put a daze on Ahsoka, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so now we can get moving here. Let's get rid of Anakin. There he goes. He's gone. Alright, we've got our Held by Hatred. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. Alright, we have 2. We could pop that. No, we'll just work on Ahsoka. We can probably kill Ahsoka with, like, just corporal stuff. We'll pass our turn meter over to Nihilus. And we're only going to get 2 because of the foresight, but that's okay. Do basic over there. Let's refracture that guy. Alright, let's go and knock some pain into these peoples. Deflected? Come on. Yoink. Got the ability block on Ahsoka. Ahsoka's dead. There we go. I guess we should start working on R2-D2 as we're going to start working on that. We're going to take that buff off and decrease the cooldowns. Alright. Let's go over here. Yoink. Reapply that Isolate. This should line us up for another Annihilate. Oh, now we have to work on her. That's unfortunate. Pass it to our boy over here and just get that Annihilate going. Oh, come on. Alright, we got to do one more revolution. I thought we had Annihilate up there. That's unfortunate. And we're stuck, so we're just going to basic. Basic. We're going to move around to that Annihilate here. Alright, alright. Once again, just moving around to the Annihilate. There we go, bye Padme. And this guy's being a pain in the ass. We're going to take him down. Take him down to Chinatown. Of course, now we can't. We got to pop the Foresight. That's always fun. Alright, we're going to... Let's see. Pass it over to Traya so we can get an Isolate over on this guy. No, we can't. That can't be evaded, right? Can't be evaded. You're dead. Cool. Alright, let's get one going here. Make sure the pain's sticking. Let's get a Fracture. Isolate, pass it to our boy. Let's go with a basic. We got 4 turns to turn over. We're going to do this, get some protection back. Here we go. Bang. Bang. It's fine, we can only get 1, but we're going to increase his cooldowns. Go with a basic. Okay, okay. We're going to pass this over to... I think Sith Empire Trooper we can get back there if we get to 1 more. Uh-oh, we're getting close. 1 more. No, we're not going to. We're going to get 58. I should have passed it to... Oh, we got a stun. We can turn it around 1 more time and see. No, 58. 58. We're pretty good with 58 there. 58's a good banner score. Pretty good. Alright. I'm going to need another cocktail. Who needs a drink here, guys? Who needs a refill, boys?
Alright, boys, who needs a refill? Tell you what, this is the time of our lives. For the happy hour, it's for Snickered Friday. You all need a drink. I need another drink.
So we're going to do that. We're going to leave you guys one of our fun adverts. As we got some new eyeballs in here, we're going to leave our... one of our Grandpa Yeti ones. I will just be a minute. And old eyeballs, indeed. I'm going to make another Manhattan. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a bartender's shaker, guys. Here we go. Alright, listen to Grandpa Yeti. He has a lot of advice. He has lots of wisdom.
Alright, what a mitzvah. You found Yeti. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing having you here in the channel. Beautiful. So let's go. A lot of work goes into this, making this channel, work. It's like, liquor stores. They like being paid. Trust me, I've tried. They don't like it when they don't get paid. So, why don't you show this channel a little bit of love and get your tits out?
Your bits.
The fuck is a bit? Anyway, bits, whatever you want to call them now. Get your bits out and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. You get all your updates. You'll know when we're live, everything. It's beautiful, beautiful. This is the most interactive entertainment experience of it. Wait, what is this? A brothel?
No, it's not a brothel.
Why can't it be a brothel? I mean, I haven't asked much for you. Why can't it be a brothel?
Anyway, it's not a brothel.
All right, whatever. If you don't like bits, there's the Patreon. So you can go there, you can do that, and support us that way. And finally, there's an Etsy shop. Listen, what the fuck is an Etsy?
It's a merch shop.
I knew a Betsy. I'll tell you about that Betsy. Her mouth, it could raise the dead. Anyway. So you go to this Etsy. You get the stuff. You wear the stuff. And trust me, you look beautiful and stuff. You look really, really beautiful in this stuff. I assure you. And most importantly, get yourself a drink, sit down, and prepare to enjoy yourself. Trust me, I'm telling you, you'll love it. Anyway.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Let's get it going here. We got another cocktail. Let's see some cheers in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Drinks up, boys and girls. Here we go. All bless. All bless. All right. Let's get back to that GAC. I will make one, Elite Wolf. I was thinking about that. I will make one. I'll make one this week because you're right. I should fucking have one of those. That's right, Kellenborg. Cheers. GMP, cheers, man. Gimping ain't easy. I like it. All right. So we're gonna Jedi Rev in this. We kind of knew we were gonna do that going into it. It's the best way to get good banners on it. So we're gonna go give that a whirl. That shirt you had, Shots and GAC, is a good logo. Yeah. So they actually, Elite Wolf, they got back to me. Etsy got back to me and said there wasn't a problem with the graphics. So I do actually have that shirt back in the store. I did update the design a little bit, but it's still the hand with the cocktail. So we do have a new version of the old version. So we've got the bottle and we've got the hand with a drink again in the store. So that'll be part. So Elite Wolf, I know you missed it. You missed it in because you weren't in chat yet. But this is we're going for our 30th win tonight, and if we get that, one of the viewers has pledged some money to the channel for getting to 30 viewers, which means we're doing a big giveaway on Sunday night if we get the win tonight. So we're gonna be giving away a mug, a T-shirt, maybe 2 T-shirts depending on how the feel is, and a hoodie. And actually, maybe 2 mugs, 2 T-shirts. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how the feel is. If it's really going off, then we'll do extra giveaways. If it's not really going off, then we'll just stick with the 1, 2, 3. But the hoodie's a big prize. Those ones are on the pricier side, but they are really nice, soft hoodies and stuff, and I really like them. That's the one bonus of me not having a Teespring and going through Etsy and doing my own print shop was I can pick the base T-shirt. So we get like some better T-shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. Yeah, Elite Wolf. So last time I was 29 straight, I lost to a game crash, and then I was 29 straight, and then I went against a really excellent player, and I lost by 4 banners. That was brutal. And so yeah, it's been interesting. Anyway, let's get this GG down. But yeah, so Elite Wolf, it is a little bit different. Like, I totally respect what Mort does. I really like his account and how he plays it, but he doesn't really get matched up against people that can beat him. So I regularly get matched up to people that should beat me. Like, should beat me. And so that's why it's like, it's one of those, like, Xerath's 40-something streak or something was incredible because he's playing against the top end of GAC. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the crazy thing about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a fair amount of my wins are like me leaning on weaker accounts like this, and it's not because I'm planning it. It's just I'm developing as fast as I can, so I'm not getting those like relic 7s on everything. That's where it goes. But it is pretty difficult to keep the win streak going here, especially for 2 seasons. This would be like my 3rd. Yeah, exactly. You're not facing those kind of accounts. Yeah, so like I'm like 2 months away from Ray, which would be my 4th GL, and I've got 97 G13s. So I get some pretty rarefied opponents. Like I get some really great guys out of some midichlorians, like my Maw Alliance. I'm in the Maw Alliance, so I'm actually gonna probably face one in the championship round this week. Really great opponent from Maw Alliance, and then we've got I've faced off against a bunch of Shadowlands guys. You know, ANZGC, some like in their 2 or 3 top guilds. I faced off against a couple of those. FC Bravo, I faced off a couple of those guys. You know, it's one of those like getting against some of these better guild, like the guilds with that lot of experience. It's tough. It's tough because they have a lot of strategy. That's the thing. So like back when I was in Division 2, it was a lot. Hey, Phil Math, how's it going, man? So like I do a lot of strategy, a lot of thinking before the GAC starts, trying to win before the GAC starts. And Mort is exactly the same way. He plans his GAC strategy before it starts, and he doesn't get a lot of people counter planning. You know what I mean? Just based on where his account is. And I totally agree with it. Like I would absolutely do the same thing in his boat if I was keeping my account in that area. It's like I said, it's not a knock. It's just it's a different thing. If Xerath was doing 60, that'd be like blow your brains out crazy. His 47 win streak or whatever was blow your brains out crazy. Like it's nuts in the really rarefied atmosphere where everybody's got the same stuff, you know? So that's the thing. It's like as you fight guys with the same stuff. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just it's not so much for you, Elite Wolf, but we're talking about it, you know, it's something that you know, it's good chatter for everybody in the channel, do you know what I mean? So anyway, let's get this Grievous battle down. So we did check the health and protection on Newt. He's going to get a little bit of help from the lead and everything, so I think we're good to use our AoE start as we normally do. We're going to try not to kill Newt Gunray to start, so let's see how that goes. We do want to knock some of those stacks off of B1 before we start moving, just to kind of lower his ability to heal. So we're going to pass this back to Yoda and hope for no death. We got no death. We're going to hope for no death once again. We got no death. I like it. We're going to spread the Foresight now. B2's pissed off. He's going to go and knock that off. So now we're in an interesting position where we can go after B2. So, see, how close are we to taunt? We're good. We're going to go this way. And we're going to go ahead and we don't need to return Tomb Raider. We're going to go for a basic over here. Get the ability blocks out. Good. We got a full whack ability blocks. We're going to go ahead and send Yoda to B2. And that's going to start the party. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we've got him there. We can't AoE because Newt will die, and that'll fuck us up. So we're going to go ahead, go like this. We're going to call our boy Jedi Revan, pop those 2 stacks. We're going to try to get Yoda to full health here and pop him over there. Good. We're going to go ahead and... I don't see the need to return turn meter or anything. So we're going to run again a basic on the stacks over here. No, Gimpin ain't easy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we're in a different position. Very different position. Like I said, Mort and I play... we do similar strategy styles. But he's in a different position where I am account-wise. It's like there's not a lack of respect for Mort. I quite like Mort. Yo, Sage the Pilot, how's it going, brother? Now, here's where we wanted to be. We've got our mark ready. We've knocked the stacks down so the heals aren't coming in. Let's fuck this motherfucker up. Boom. All right, so we're going to go ahead and kill Grievous now because he needs to go. Perfect. This guy's about to go. He's already ability blocked. We're going to see if we can't get that first kill. We did. We got it on Old Ben is where we wanted it. Where we wanted it. All right, we're going to pass this back over here. There goes Newt. We're going to knock that stack down. I'm going to keep knocking those stacks down. Once again, basic over there. Going to do the thing. And this should be bye-bye to that guy. Here we go, guys. Here we go, guys. Exactly, Inks, man. This is how you do it, baby. This is how you do it. Let's call Jolie. I think he needs a little bit of love. Get ability block. No ability block. See if we can't. We've got a little bit of protection up. We're still in the purple there. Let's go for the kill. I think we're getting 60. 59. Ah, come on, man. Come on, man. All right. Guys and girls, we have raised that skirt. We have lifted the skirt. Now the question is, are we going to find a set of balls and a cock, or is it going to be a jungle down there, or is it going to be smooth, smooth, smooth? We shall see. We shall see. Oh, am I good or what? Am I good or what? Oh, oh baby. Oh, baby. This will be win 30, baby. That was his textbook. Have you ever seen 4.9 golf clacks out of 5? It's all about watching the turn meter, Inks. That's what it's all about, man. I'm so good, baby. I love that. I love that. I just was like, man, he's going to have his JML back there. He's so fucked on offense. Hey guys, I'm gonna call it right now. It's over. It's literally over. He can't beat me. Yeah, he can't beat me, guys. Like it's legit game over. So I'm not sure. I don't think there's enough damage there that I need to. I need anything more than C and Watt. Actually, I might. Huge congrats! Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Charles. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Big Yeti. The cat walked by. Let me see. Yeti, come here. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Yeti, come on. Come say hi. Come on. Come on. Oh, big guy. Oh, big guy. Oh, big guy. Hi. Hi, Big Yeti. How you doing, my dude? How you doing, my dude? We got the Wampa right here, guys. We got the little baby Wamps right there. Yeah, Ings, you got to make sure you don't kill. You got to make sure you don't kill Newt until you've got the taunt up on old Ben. That for me, that's the easiest way to get through it with a 60. I was a little bit disappointed to get a 59, but I just didn't get Jolie back. That was the thing. I just didn't get Jolie back to full protection, I think. All right, so Charles, don't say that. So we can do C Watt here, and I think that will be enough. I already know, I already flat out know that this guy can't clear me. If he clears me, I'll be very surprised. So now the question is, how deep do I want to go with Sith? I'll probably want to bring a couple of meat shields, don't I? So I can do C Watt, and I can bring some meat shields like Dooku and fucking Sidious and stuff like that, just to kind of soak up a little bit of angst. So we've got our troopers still. We can troopers this. That's pretty straightforward. We can do Vader here. We can do Palp Vader, and we don't really have a taunt to throw in there. That's kind of fun. We can throw in crew. Palp Vader crew. And just to make sure that we don't get we don't get stuck, basically. What are we going to use here? We've got our JML, that's right. Yeah, Charles. So as you can see up here, he only took Slacker on offense. So he only took his Sith Eternal, his Supreme Leader Kylo on offense, but he has no First Order support for his Supreme Leader Kylo. That's putting him in a really weird spot. Yo, welcome back, Anakin Lava Crawler. We lifted the skirt, and she had a pair of balls and a cock. We're talking, this is some ladyboy action back here. There was balls and a cock. So he set what I thought he had in the back, which is why we did the Sith trio with Sith Empire Trooper and Thrawn. So we do see, or fuck, you know what? We can bring crew here. I still think think Vader would absolutely drop this like a toilet seat anyway, because we've got a bunch of G12s. How fast are you? 269. Yeah, Charles, exactly. And here's the thing. Because of that, he's flat out not clearing me. He does not have the stuff to full clear me. As much as he would like to, he just won't be able to. Yeah, exactly. If he didn't set this fucking second team, if he put Hux up here instead of Fu, I would have been like, if he takes Fu and Thrawn and a Pre-Taunt and maybe Watt, yeah, he could probably pull against my strongest team. But like I said, I don't see a way he's going to do it. I specifically don't see how he's getting through this front without spending multiple teams or using his CLS here. Because if he uses his Darth Revan here, that causes him problems elsewhere as well. And because then he has to 501st this. So that becomes another question where he's going to have some big fucking problems team-wise. So, like I said, I was very happy to see JML back here, because that works in my favor. Now I'm just trying to decide how we're going to approach everything. I'm going to show you guys what I got left. So I do have my JML and JKL, so we can take out 2 teams with those guys for sure. We've got our CLS. Oh fuck, I forgot we have CLS. Well, that's good. That's yummy. We've got our troopers. We've got a JTR. We've got Padme. We've got a crew team. All right. So yeah, we can eat up. We can send crew. We can do Sith Eternal with Watt and crew, and maybe Dooku for an ability block. I don't even think we need the Dooku. We're gonna link Yoda and JML, and then just kind of faff about until they're dead. I think that's the move. I don't see enough damage here to be really. It's like that. Like crew will buy us a little bit of time. If we put in someone like Sidious, who's a bit of a meat shield and useless, we can go and underman it. Like we don't need the banners now. Banners are no problem. Yeah, no alt doesn't. I never really consider the alt. I don't have the alt. I have a full alt saved, Kellamvor. So like, I'm saving my alt for Rey. So I could place it, but I'm saving my alt for Rey. I saved JML's alt for C, so C had it immediately, and then Rey will have her alt immediately when I get her. It's like the alt doesn't really make too much of a play against Sith Eternal. I'm just not 100% sure what I need to send with her against a team like this, because there's offense up and 2 different offense up there, and then potentially offense up there, and then he's gonna do multiple attacks and stuff. Yeah, I think what I'm doing, I think that's right. I think that's the right move. It's like we don't want to risk it. We don't need to risk it. So let's go for Sith, and let's grab a couple of let's grab a Sith or 2. Let's just grab Sidious and crew, I think. Yeah. That's basically what I'm thinking, Chris. All you've ever done. That'll stop the ability blocks, which is the big point. If I do tank tech there. So we can do that. We can do that. That should buy me some time. It should buy me some time to get to my ult. Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about the ability blocks. Does he clear the ability blocks? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm just worried about the ability blocks. Let me check the speed on his JML. If I can get my link out before he does his F-Lux. 510. And he gets 40, so 550. Yo, GM Red Bear, how you doing, man? Yeah, Shield Tech clears. He clears AB to link first turn. It's like I'm still semi-new to... where does it say that in his kit, man? It's like I want to be sure on that. Yeah, no, so Inks, I'm only worried about the first turn. I'm only worried about the first turn. I want to get that link out immediately. So I've never... Yeah, I use Sith Eternal all the time, but with Treya in Arena. So Treya I know is why those buffs are clearing. I just don't see another way to clear buffs. So using Watt there. Yeah, but Ink, so using with Treya because Treya would be Y. Is the music naturally distorted or are you having a stroke? Yeah, GM Red Bear, I think it is. What, Inks? Yes, he should. Yeah, so that's my worry. I need to make sure that I can get that off. And that's why I'm bringing Watt. That's the big reason for bringing Watt. I would like to use Vader. So here's the thing. You guys are totally right. I don't need to bring crew. I can just bring shitty Sith. I can bring shitty Sith, and I don't have to worry about it because the shitty Sith are going to clear the meat. So I could do something like that, and then I can have crew with Palp and Vader against the bugs. Hot sauce on Weetabix. That sounds horrible, Famu. Really good, man. He had his JML in the back. I just want to make sure that we don't get stuck. So, it's like we can go run that way. Yeah, this will be a 47, which is fine because he's, like I said, he can't clear us. So, let's just do it. Yeah, Chris, this will work just fine. I'm not worried about it working. I just want to make sure that I can get the link off first turn, so it's not going to be me waiting around for the ABs to find. Yeah. I always use him with Treya, so I don't know, Inks. I just don't know. But yeah, I'd love to see that. Look at Yoda doing all that work for us. Thank you, Yoda. We appreciate it, Yoda. We're about to spaghetti all over everybody's face, guys. We're about to spaghetti over everybody's face. Just like Urban Dictionary, babe, we're gonna fucking Spider-Man. Cool story, Ezra. Spaghetti in your eye! Bye. Bye, Felicia. 48, I'll take that. Parfait, parfait. All right, all right, all right. So, what are we going to do on these guys here? Huh. Like, that's trooper food, but that's also CLS food. We've got our JML still. Let's go get this done with Vader here. Let's go Palp, Vader, and crew. Why am I having a problem thinking about that? Let's get that done here. Anyway, cheers, guys. I really want to find a way to consistently get both Tank Tech and Beskar at the same time. Cheers, Silas. It's a pre-taunt's usually the best way. You better imp something. I was thinking about imping the Mon Mothma team. I was gonna hit those imp troopers over there. I didn't check the speeds here, but I'm pretty sure his GBA is not faster than my crazy Vader here. So let's go ahead and get the let's get that going over there. Can't be countered. Perfect. We're going to MM. All right. So we got 4. We're gonna hit Spy and get Spy out right away because that's the big worry. Try for an ability block. We got it. We got it, baby. We got that ability block. That's a beautiful thing when it happens. We're gonna come back over here and get some more dots because can't be countered. We're gonna throw. We throw or do we go bang, bang, bang? Yeah, I think we're gonna throw over here. We're gonna get rid of Poggle for the ability blocks. Fuck off, Poggle. We're gonna do a basic over there, and this is gonna be countered into crew. Perfect. We're gonna go for some stuns, ladies and gentlemen. We got the stuns on the ones we need. All right, so the ability block is now off. We're gonna go ahead and stun over there. We're gonna go put a shock on GBA. Gonna go for an ability block on GBA. We got that ability block. Here comes some more dots, ladies and gentlemen. Dots on the board, hitting GBA. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna throw right at GBA. Fuck off, GBA. All right, there it is, 61. What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? People in Dubai don't like Flintstones. People in Abu Dhabi do. Yeah, interesting. That's a dad joke if I ever heard it. All right. So we got the buggies down. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the troopers here. Get some trooper action. Boom, boom. Bo, do, do, bo, do. Bo, do, do, bo, do. All right, here goes the troopers, guys. All right, so we're going to rip all their turn meter to get starting. Here we go. Basic and kill him. All right. So we're going to go ahead and throw that mark. Oh, whoops. Oh, the days works too, but that's not what I was trying to do. Yeah, so why don't we just go with a basic over here, get her out. Yoink. Bye-bye, Cara Dune. All right, cool, cool, cool. We're going to stomp over on Lando Calrissian, and he's smoked. And we're going to put this over on our boy Stark over here, because why not? And now, yoink, yoink. There we go. There we go. We're going to do another basic over here. Yes, and goodbye, Biggs. 60 banners. And the crowd goes wild. Them troopers have my baby. Yeah, troopers are one of those factions I was like dying to get. It's one of the big reasons I went for Sith Eternal. I was like, man, that'll be so much fun. All right, all right. So these two dirty bastards. How are we gonna do this? Do you usually use Gideon with troopers? I do, Chris, because I don't have a relic Dark Trooper or Death Trooper. Yeah, E-Grace, you should check his account. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. I know he's got a couple of GLs, and that's about it. I didn't, Charles. I haven't used Padme yet. Padme seems like a really good one for here with the counters and whatnot. So I'm thinking maybe Padme here, and then we'll do JML, JKL, Hoda, I guess, over here, and just take that down to Chinatown. I think we do. I think we use JKL lead. Do the group hug to start, and then do the stun, and then fuck them up. I mean, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Cheers, guys. Cheers. I love Manhattans. I love me some Manhattans. Yo, Galaxy of Heroes, how you doing, man? How you doing? We do have some sound alerts if you guys want to hear them. I still haven't figured out how the fuck to make them work on the normal proc, but I can launch them. You love how they tried to copy the Imperial Troopers for Bad Batch. Say we can't do TM again. Let's do some Sun. Same thing. Oh, we got a follow coming from Yoon Gaming coming up. 424. Welcome to the Icebox. Always nice to have people here, baby. Cheers. Yeah, E-Grace, if he's in your bracket, then yeah, you'd probably fit in pretty well. Yeah, he's got R4 on the pilots, kind of out of nowhere, which is kind of interesting. Like it is kind of interesting. All right. Yeah, so we do JKL, JML, and Hoda, and go trash them, and then down here we're gonna go Padme. I think that leaves our CLS on the bench, but whatever. I love using CLS, but CLS isn't great against either of these, really. Let me just double check I'm on the right one here. Yeah, let's go like that. We go JKL, JML, and we'll get our Hoda here. Let's get it down, baby. All right. So we're gonna do our group hug to start. Get our JKL moving. He's going to stun everybody, because that's just how he likes to roll. We're going to go ahead and give the Master's Training over to JKL. We're going to start working on this little dickhead. Boom! There comes the ability blocks. I love it. Look at him. He just got absolutely tonked. Let's see. Here, you're not ready to go. You're not ready to go. We're going to call like this. Yeah, baby. Well, it's the problem. The big problem I have, Charles, is that I have too many teams. So until the changes next month, I always have kind of like not really wasted teams, but I kind of do. 62, that'll make us up. That'll make us up. So we got a 61 and a 62. That's going to bring us back up there. We got a 59 on the Grievous. We got 58 on the Sith Trio versus Padme. So that's 3 minus 3. Minus 12 on that Sith Eternal Emperor fight. And then Troopers blocks were minus 12. Then we did a 61 and a 62. So that brings us back to minus 9. We've lost 9 banners. Yeah, so Charles, I have more than enough teams for next month. Like, I'm not even worried about it. For when I'm in Division 3 again. So that'll be pretty straight up. But like I said, banners aren't a worry anymore because I'm fucking positive he can't clear me. With what he's got on offense, I just don't see it happening. And he's got an off-meta counter that I don't think he'll be able to use because it uses too much comparatively to what I left him. So here, this Hux team, we're going to Padme that. Padme is just a really straightforward counter to this. I don't see this going wrong at all, so... It's like, oh no, you're going to get turn meters and attacks and stuff. We're going to put the fire out. There we go. We're just going to open up with the fire there. Boom. Boom. Big AoE to get started. Look at them with their counterattacks like they're doing stuff. I'm honestly, I'm just going to go like this. We won't get any counterattacks from it. It doesn't matter. We're just going to clear that taunt. And then we're going to go big hit over here. Oh, bye, Hux. Shame, shame, shame. We're going to kick you in the face. Motherfucking kick to the face. You're stunned. You've got all sorts of stuff going on. Like, oh my god, here we go. Oh my god, it's so crazy. It's so crazy, oh my god. Oh my god, it's so crazy. Alright, you're about to go, so we're going to group hug on you. Get that group hug. General Kenobi likes to hug. He's a good guy. We're going to clear off that buff and probably kill you. There it is. We're going to go ahead and get a heal, get everything going here. Go for the basic there. Snap, crackle, pop. And there it is, 59 banners. You had to fix modding your B teams ahead. That's right, Jim Shoes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so new bounty hunters, nice. This is MM. My MM is ridiculous. Yeah, 59 with Padme is about as good as it's gonna go. My crowning achievement with Padme, because I did so many Padme on Darth Revan counters, I once got a 59 versus a Darth Revan. I don't even know how that happened. I was absolutely doing like fucking handstands. It was amazing. That was a long time ago though. But 59, we like it. We like it. Yeah, that was cartwheel time for sure. All right, we're gonna check out the fleets. I'm fairly certain I know what's going on in the fleets, but we'll see, because I did gamble here a little bit. I am still the smartest man alive! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh. I literally, I don't set both get fleets unless I can go back and be really, really assured that he doesn't set any get two fleets on defense, and he didn't. So he set me a Thrawn team, and he set me a Falcon. You unlocked your second meta fleet this last Darkside Geo. Nice, Silas. So as you know, Daddy likes to leave second smartest. I don't know. Trez, this is 3 times in a row I got to set both of my get two fleets and not pay for it. But yeah, so Daddy set some pretty gnarly fleets for him to play with, and oh yes, oh yes, that's what's happening, baby. We're gonna get a cheers on that one. We're gonna cheers on that one, guys. Cheers. Oh baby. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. Yeah, if he even gets to my fleets, that's a good question, Boba Fett. He might not. I mean, he should get to my fleets. It's the back squad zone is going to cause him some issues. Hey now, Trez, I do my scouting. One thing I can tell you guys is I go back to about 4 months of GAC and just create an idea, like, in my head of how this person likes to play. And yeah. I wasn't worried that he would have a get two fleet back here, but on an odd chance that he did, you know, I may have had a solution for it. We have our buddy Egg in chat, and Egg is usually pretty good at Finalizer versus Negotiator, which is what I would expect. Or we could run our Falcon on the Malevolence, which is, once again, a pretty solid banner. So it's not a luck thing. You got tired of your setting your get two fleets on D and then opponents not reaching them. Are you protecting him with like Galactic Legends or something? Because man, that's pretty crazy, Boba Fett. Generally, tell me to get another drink. Cheers, cheers, Silas, man, cheers. All right, so let's get the finalizer out and let's smoke that and let's get the. You don't have any GLs? That'd be why, Boba Fett. That'd be why. That'd be why. The stronger the accounts get, the more it's like no matter what you set, you're gonna get cleared. So it becomes a question of how efficiently are you gonna be cleared. So that's usually the question that I ask myself now when I set defense. Where like a million GP ago, I was like, I'm gonna shut this guy out cold, and then it doesn't matter if I clear because he can't clear. Yeah, it's not pure efficiency, but it becomes a battle of how many teams does it take to get through your defense versus how many teams does it take to get through their defense? So, because I'm like really deep G13 wise, I usually can rely on one-shotting their board. But if someone's had a really gnarly defense, in general, they wouldn't be able to clear me. It's a weird spot. So like the championship round of this one is going to be against somebody in my alliance, and he's got more G13s than I do. So this is going to become a really interesting battle of how he sets things and what we're going to do there. I would expect a stiff defense from this guy, and he should expect a stiff defense from me. We're going to see if we can cope with it. But 30 was the goal, so 31 superfluous. If we get it, great. If we don't, great. I don't care. But getting 30 was something that was actually becoming like a bogey. So we're in a good spot. Anyway, so let's Falcon this and let's finalize with that, and we'll call it a night. And then we can just goof off for a little bit and then raid into somebody else after goofing off for a little bit, because we're gonna play some bangers, do a little celebrations. You know, do a little celebrations. We've got our Falcon coming in here. Just double check that I clicked the right one, because I just immediately was like, wait, which one did I click again? We got our Falcon there. Let's get our Rebels out. Yeah, exactly, Charles. Exactly, man. And because I've done 29 straight twice, it's just like, oh my god. I think that's good. We don't need Wedge. We'll take Cassian in the Y-Wing. This should be 65, 66. I don't really think we even need the Y-Wing, but he's got a Relic 8 Vader, so I kind of feel like I should take it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it that way. Better safe than sorry. Exactly, Charles. Exactly. We also have an Empire fleet, but you know, obviously I want to get this down. Yeah, from G11 TIE Fighter, Trez, as we fucking saw. All right, let's go ahead and get the wiggle, get the protection going on him. Let's go ahead and try to call some assists there. We're going to work on that target lock, see if we can't get it down. We're going to keep it going here with our boy Biggs. Our boy Biston's Ewing. We're going to keep it coming here. We're going to keep rocking on that target lock. Let's AoE that motherfucker out of here. Get out of here, dude. He's about to take a turn. We don't want him to take that turn. God damn it, he took the turn. That's unfortunate. All right, let's go bang. We didn't get what we needed there. I think we're going to bring in Cassian and go from there. Just get rid of him right away. Whoops, wrong one. There we go. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? I don't understand what just happened. I thought I did click that, but it didn't let me... It didn't let me pick anybody. Let's get a target lock there. Try to keep our bigs protected. The burning. Ah, fuck. Oh, son of a bitch. Ah, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. We might, yeah, they can't assist. You're right. You're right. You're right. I thought we didn't have burning on everybody. Fuck. We might lose this one, guys. We might lose this. Yeah, we're gonna lose this. Fuck me, we're gonna lose this. Let's get the shield over here. See if we can't get this motherfucker dead. There's the wiggle. We needed that wiggle bad. Let's do that going here. We're gonna kill him. Go after Vader. Fuck me. All right. Come on. All right, let's go after this guy right now and get Vader out of here really quick like. If we could get an assist. Of course we couldn't. Of course we couldn't. Holy shit, this is going real bad. Boom, there we go. All right, that's the big danger. We're about to lose that guy too. It's about to be our Falcon on his own, basically. Let's go see if we can't get an assist over there. Wiggle. and go. Fuck me, this is brutal. Just what we needed. A heal. Yeah, we're gonna lose this, guys. Son of a bitch. Let's get that going here, get a wiggle, and let's start moving. Might as well try. That'll kill him. We're eventually just gonna get nuked by the goddamn cap ship here. I think that's the move here. There we go. We got rid of that. Fucking hell. This is just going as bad as it can go. Alright, let's try to kill you right now. Boom. And there goes the Falcon. Fuck! God damn it. My god, that's bad. Alright, let's get the Empire in here. Ugh, fuck me. Yeah. We're gonna go with our first order and clear that out. TIE Bomber's a pain. It was one of those where I didn't realize that the fire was gonna stop the assist when I did it, and I was like, wait, what? What? So that was a problem. So we can't really afford to fuck around with this. We need to get yeah, that's an ouchie. It's a big ouchie. It's like right when we didn't kill the TIE Bomber in that first bit, I was like, man, we're fucked. Okay. Let's do that. There we go. Hunted on the Falcon. Let's go for the stun. We got the stun. Let's go for the thing. And man, that's unfortunate. Didn't kill him. That's nuts. Like, that rarely happens. Alright. Of course, you always fucking try for that, but we actually got you there. Alright, let's go for the big hit on the Y-Wing. Let's get the AoE out. Alright. I think we're going to go with, get a taunt out here. I think we need to do a little bit of taunt here. Bang. Here we go. Got a stun. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and just go like that. Basic over there, and you're dead. Alright, cool. Let's go with a basic. Get that target lock going here. We're going to pass it over to our boy. He's going to go for a big hit. Almost there. Big hit. This should kill him right now with this basic assist. There we go. Alright. So we're going to call assist our boy and go for a stun. See if we can't get it. Or dead. That works too. That genuinely works. We're going to do that and get an ability block on him. Put the protection up. Do a hunted. No, not getting sloppy. It was just one of those where the fire hit everybody, and we didn't get the assists. That was really it, and so it opened the door. So we got 65 there. Now we're going to get this one down. We're going to take an Empire fleet and go and just smash it. Let's go TIE Bomber, Vader, there, I think. That's honestly all we need, right? He only had 3. Yeah, he's got no more reinforcements, so we can do this pretty easily. We can just go easy into that, go gentle into that good night, essentially. I think that works just fine. Let's do that. Yeah, exactly, Charles. I was like, I don't need that reinforcement. We'll just go in with the 3 that we need and work from there. So we got that target lock up, and now it's ability blocked. We'll do that. Bang, bang. Alright. Get the fire out. And Vader should end him right about now. There goes Vader ending it. Boom, there we go. Fucking hell, 47. That's bad, man. We're going to have a pretty bad score tonight. 2105, that's bad. That's bad stuff. Like I said, I don't think he can clear me, so it doesn't matter. But 2105, I mean, that's what happens. This is the 30 curse right here. Drop into battle against that shitty team. Literally, that shitty team. And it was because I brought in Cassian. I should have brought in the Y-Wing just to start, because that would have saved me the problem with the fire, because I didn't realize I couldn't call assist. That was the weird one. I was like, it's like I knew it did something for assisting, but just in my head in the moment it just didn't work. On a plus point, like I said, I don't think he's going to be able to full clear me. Yeah, the Burning Murder's H1, Charles. Exactly, but usually the TIE Bomber dies really quickly, and it's not a problem. So, it was one of those ones we got stuck on it just enough that that the Thrawn got 2 kills. You were so engrossed you forgot to climb in ships? Whoops. Yeah, that is an issue. And that makes me wonder. I'm like, did I switch out my fleets? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I switched out my fleet. Nice. From like my malevolence. So yeah, obviously that drop there opened the door to a loss. It really did. I don't think it will be. I'm pretty confident that that we won there, but you know, it did open the door. 5 more tenacity ups. Got it. It's like, and the funny thing is that the XYZ, not really. He set this. So I don't think so. He set all of his first order XYZ, and he set a JML. So he set all of his first order in a JML. I flat out don't think he can clear me. I don't. I don't think it's possible. Based on what he has available on offense. I just don't think it's possible. It's like and thinking in my head, I'm like, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see him clearing me with what he's got available. So I'm pretty sure we're safe, XYZ. Pretty sure we're safe. Like, I'm pretty confident, even at 2105. I'm pretty confident. We dropped about 20 banners, so it wasn't going to be my best showing. It was going to be about a 21-21, 21-22, give or take. With that drop from the Falcon on the TIE Bomber there. So, we'll see how it turns out. Like I said, I would be very, very surprised if he's able to one-shot full clear this board. And by very surprised, I'd be very surprised. So he should not get better than a 2100, I think. But we had like 2 big banner losses. So XYZ, if the 2105 holds up on Sunday night, we're having big merch giveaway, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's happening there. It should be party time atmosphere. If it's really, really, really going crazy, we're gonna have more than one. We'll do like multiple mugs, multiple T-shirts, that kind of thing. We're also gonna have a hoodie coming out as well for our Glory Hole heroes that can get at that, as that's a high value object. And yeah, so. Our 31st attempt, the guy we're going to be facing in the finals, if this score holds up, which it should hold up. He's basically he's a very, very good player from my alliance. He's coming from another like 340 million guild or something like that. So that's going to be a tough one. We'll see how see if we can't pull a rabbit out of the hat for that, because he looks like a hell of a player. So, we're just gonna have to see how that turns out. I'll show you his account. He's only got 2 Galactic Legends, but don't let that fool you. He's extremely deep. He actually has way better fleets than I do. So he's only got the 2 Galactic Legends. This is the guy that I think's coming through. The other guy has 3. So he has a 770 lifetime banners. His fleets, though, are absolutely nuts. Like, he's got really fantastic fleets. His worst fleet is his finalizer. The rest are all just balls out. And he's got kind of everything. So he's not really missing any real key relics in the sense. You know, he's got his troopers, he's got bounty hunters, he's got bugs, he's got, you know, his Grievous is done, he's got the extras in Barris and L327 and all that. He's got tons of extras, all built around counters, right? Because of how he was developing for Territory Wars, because he's in a huge guild. And he has about, 6.9 million, so he has 800,000 GP on me. And it's good GP. It's not bad GP, it's not bloat. He's got really fucking good GP. This will be a really, really strong matchup. The guy he's facing off against in the semi-final is this guy Zazie. And Zazie has 3 Galactic Legends, but he doesn't have the best account. There's a lot of key Zetas missing, a lot of teams missing, etc. So I don't think this guy's gonna have anything on our boy Stent. So I expect us to face off this against Stent in the final, and that'll be a slugfest. We'll see if we can't come up with pull some rabbits out of a hat and come up with something for that. With that in mind, let me shut down the YouTube so we can listen to some bangers. Thanks so much for tuning in, YouTube. I really appreciate it. Obviously, it's always nice to have you in here, especially if this win holds up when we get our 30th. That will be beautiful. With that in mind, if you haven't liked the video, go ahead and like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to that channel. And if you don't join us here on Twitch Live, you should come check us out on Twitch Live sometimes. We have a lot of fun over here. You know, we get some booth, we get some good times, we do our stuffs, you know what I'm talking about? With that in mind, have a good one, YouTube, and take care.